And we're almost finished now with making our domino. A couple of last bits. I'm pressing escape. Now, I find it's a bit nicer if I can see the floor in a different colour. So I'm going to right click just to select the floor. Notice if we look on the physics area, it's static. If you change that, the floor will also fall down, so leave it as static. A couple of the other buttons we'll look at just now. This one here is the material. If I click on that, I can either scroll down or I can move this up. Either will do. And the diffuse colour, I'm going to click on that. I'm just going to pick green. And for our purposes, that makes life nice and easy. Okay. I'm going to save the file. Notice that star. That star means it needs to be saved. So file save. The star has gone, and we know this is now saved. And the last thing I want to do is this floor now is a bit small, because I'm soon going to run out of space. Another way I can do this is, rather than just scaling the whole thing and flattening it again, I could scale it out on both the X and Y. So holding the mouse relatively close to that central point with it selected, but not on top of it, I press S, then X, I'm not holding, I'm just tapping, I move the mouse, there we go, and left click, try again, and this time for the Y, so S, tap, Y, move the mouse, and out it goes. I've now got lots and lots of space. If I look at it from above by pressing the 7 on the numpad, pulling back the wheel to zoom out, I'm going to start here and then have some fun, maybe move around a bit. So I want to move the whole of my floor, so G for grab. There we go. Now I've got a huge space to work with, and zoom in. Right. If I make a mistake, say by accident I've forgotten to always look down on top, and I duplicate a couple more, and I think that's fantastic. Let's play this. What's gone on here? I look and go, uh-oh, they've gone off into a distance. Well, I can select them using any of the methods you practiced earlier. Now, to delete an object, you can, by the way, go Object, and there are different ways of moving all of these. That's another way of doing it if you forget. But I just like to use the Delete key, which is the key on your keyboard that says D-E-L-E-T-E, delete. With the mouse over this window, and it asks me, are you sure? And I left click on delete, and they've gone. Yeah, so they have gone that way. Right, that's one way of doing it. Another thing you can make a mistake on is if I duplicate and I forget to move it, or I just press enter, I've duplicated it in the same spot. I now have two dominoes existing in the same place. If I play this, you notice they kind of popped out. I can show you again. Duplicate, enter. I've now got three dominoes in the same space. Play it. See? And they're loading up. Okay. So be careful of that. It's very difficult to really identify it and say, oh look, you've clearly done that. You can try looking at different viewpoints like wireframe, but if you've done it, you've done it. So you'll know when you play, and you'll suddenly see them pop out like that. Okay. Easiest thing to do is just right click, move, and if you see one there, right click and move. Right click and move. So, okay, I had three. Control Z works for undo. And you can move one back, and now I'm just going to take these two and delete them. Right. Okay, that should be it for now. What you can do now is you have a working domino system. You can actually have some time and make something really fun and impressive. See what you can do. Away you go.